like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. Listen, I went and got my digits up. Listen, your favorite, bruh. Listen, you don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The line to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin.
Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And a catch right side by Evans. So the completion good for 7 there. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. A first look now for Darrington Evans. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Ferkser here. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Off play action, Tannehill rolling to his right. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now Tannehill. This complete to Jones. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now a handoff to Henry. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Henry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And Bullock will put this one through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Murray a give to Edmonds on the option, and he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
First down Cardinals after the catch there by DeAndre Hopkins. Remember, he spent 7 seasons in Houston, now in his second year with Arizona, and went over 10,000 yards receiving for his career last year. Another big season, also tied his career high with 115 catches, none bigger than the Hail Murray against the Buffalo Bills.
They'll wind up losing 11 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Thornton.
And the Titans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tannehill. Gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
And remember, the Titans lost Jonnu Smith, their #1 tight end the last few years, when he signed with New England in free agency. So that might open up a few more looks for Ferkser. And he makes a smooth catch there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2nd down and 4. A give to Henry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. Got some real estate inside the 30, and he takes it all the way down to the 22. 59 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw and
pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back in the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cards are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Oh, no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Rondale Moore.
His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Play action, it's Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second and 7. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 77 yards. And the Cardinals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A.J. Brown is starting to get a well-deserved reputation as one of the top flight receivers in the NFL. Went over 1,000 yards in his first 2 years. Makes another strong catch there.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Henry again on second down. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Derrick Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Andy Isabella. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are right back in this football game. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll start with a give to Henry. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
To throw is Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Here's Murray. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On first down, it's Tannehill. Got a man, it's Brown. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he gets it all the way down to the 3. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Running left, it's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock, or...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bud Dupree showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. Murray to throw. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Murray. And this is caught. He hits more. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 40. First throw in overtime for Tannehill. He's got his tight end over the middle. That's Ferguson. And he's brought down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
A gain of 6 there on first. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Henry, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about.
A timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And Bullock missed it. No good. Wide to the right. And that changes everything here in OT.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. Play action. Now it's Murray. Again, he finds more. And running with power here. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A huge play there in overtime. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
So that will be it.